Morning, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. I appreciate you tuning in this morning. My friend Brian Scarbrough is here. We're going to talk about all kinds of things today. We might even build you a house. Would you like to build somebody a house today?
We would like to build somebody a house.
Wouldn't that be a good time?
That'd be a good idea.
That's an all right time. It is. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate, again, you tuning on here in Flora on channel 100 or channel 25, depending on whether you have fiber or not. Same thing up in Louisville, down in Jeff, and in Sisney. Over in Salem, we're on channel 3, so I do appreciate you tuning in here on this Wednesday, June 20th, 2018. What is going on today? There's all kinds of stuff. There's always something going on for you to find out and do. How about out at Heritage Woods here in Florida today at 1 o'clock? It's Dave Dillon and friends. They are going to put on some music, put on a little bit of music for an hour out there at Heritage Woods. Again, Dave Dillon and friends. Go out there and say hi to your friends and relatives out there and join them for some fun music. That'll be a good time. Also, today down in Fairfield, there's going to be a Fairfield Tennis Club meeting. That'll be at 6 o'clock tonight, and that'll be at the Lakeside Tennis Court. It's going to be a short business meeting along with plans being made in preparation for their junior and adult open tournaments. That's scheduled for Thursday and Friday, July 5th and 6th, right after the 4th of July. All members, prospective members, and interested persons are suggested and invited to attend. Also today, Fairfield Memorial Hospital is going to host a blood drive. They've always got always a need for blood at the hospital. They'll be today from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Again, that'll be at the Fairfield Memorial Hospital's Educational Annex building. That's at 203 Northwest 10th Street. You can contact Shauna Williams if you'd like more information at 618-847-8242. So give them a call. Also, always need a blood drive whenever you have a gun safety class going on in Salem. That's not funny at all, is it?
It's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Hopefully we don't need the blood drive. Let's put it that way. Gun safety class, good thing we're doing that. It's from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. That is today. Actually, it's not in Salem. It's in Centralia at the Centralia VFW post. And the class is free, but you must have this class before you can get your hunting license. How long ago did you take your gun safety class?
1987. I do believe.
1987? That's 30 years ago.
87.
When you were like 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, now I'm making you feel old.
A long time ago.
The thing is, not much has changed probably for gun safety classes since then, have they?
No, I went through it with my daughter just a few years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Keep it unloaded?
Pretty much the same.
Keep it unloaded, keep it pointed down, and pack it separately in the vehicle, that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's about the same.
Well, that's cool.
Absolutely.
That's good to know that smart things continue on. Again, that is in Centralia today. This is not a concealed carry class, so if you do have questions, give them a call at the VFW post there in Centralia. What is on television tonight? We'll get to the sports in just a second. This is, to me, an interesting show to watch. A lot of folks like the Westerns. A lot of folks like the family dramas. This is kind of a mixture of both. It's on tonight. It's on the Paramount Network, which used to be the Spike Channel, and this is called Yellowstone. It's got Kevin Costner. He's the paterfamilias. He's the head of the family of a family that owns the largest cattle ranch in the United States. And the show, it's a 10 episode weekly show, and it's about how they have problems with their neighbors and problems with an expanding city next to them. And it looks like it's going to be really interesting. Made by the same guy who wrote Sicario and Hell or High Water. I don't know if you've seen either of those movies. Sicario, a big movie about the drug cartels, and Hell or High Water came out a couple of years ago with Jeff Bridges. outstanding movie if you haven't had a chance to see it. Also, he wrote and directed, this is Taylor Sheridan. He wrote and directed the movie that came out last year, Wind River, with Jeremy Renner. That was set in Wyoming. The guy's 3 for 3 on movies, all of them outstanding. Sicario, Hell or High Water, and Wind River. And I'm kind of interested to see how good Yellowstone is going to be. But again, that's tonight, and that'll be at 8 o'clock on the Spike Network, the former Spike Network, now Paramount. I was warned that Kevin Costner does put a horse out of its misery in like the first minute of the episode, first minute of the show, which is weird. Which is kind of an odd way to start a show, but if that's what you want to do, if that's how you're starting a show, that's how you're starting a show. That's fine. Let's move on to sports. What is going on today here in the World Cup today? On FS1, it just finished up. The Portuguese beat Morocco 1-0. So Portugal now with 1 win and 1 draw. Also today, Uruguay takes on Saudi Arabia. That's going to be on Fox, and that will be at 10 a.m. this morning on Fox in Rostov. And also Iran takes on Spain. That'll be at 1 o'clock today, and that is in Kazan. That is also on Fox. Big game for actually the Uruguay-Saudi Arabia game should be a blowout. Spain versus Iran might be a pretty good soccer game. We'll see. But again, those on Fox. In Major League Baseball today, well, we'll get to Major League in a minute. How about the College World Series? Arkansas and Texas Tech, they play today at 11 o'clock. That's going to be on ESPN, channel 601 on your fiber, as well as at 6 p.m. tonight, North Carolina versus Oregon State. That's an elimination game, that North Carolina-Oregon State game, so the loser of that one's out. The Arkansas-Texas Tech squads, both those teams have won their first game, so they are going on whether they win or lose. In Major League Baseball today, it's this afternoon, it's the St. Louis Cardinals at Philadelphia, the big rubber game of their series. Michael Wacha on the mound at noon against Jake Arrieta for the Phillies. It's kind of strange seeing Arrieta in a Phillies uniform as opposed to a Cubs uniform. He's doing 5. He's 5-5. He's doing okay for Philadelphia. But again, that on Fox Sports Midwest, channel 630. Also, the Chicago White Sox against Cleveland tonight. Ronaldo Lopez on the mound for the White Sox. That's this afternoon, pardon me. Also at 12:10. And Corey Kluber will be on the mound for Cleveland. That on NBC Sports Chicago channel 643. This evening, it's Oakland versus San Diego. This afternoon, actually, 2:40, and that's going to be on the Major League Baseball Network. That's channel 599. So all kinds of different things going on. If you're looking for the Cubs, they're on local television up in Chicago again. So sorry, no Cubs today. See, now you're a Cardinal fan.
I'm a Cardinal fan.
You don't care if the Cubs play or not.
Not really. No.
They got beat last night.
That's good.
Actually, they won yesterday and lost yesterday. So they just won 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am Bruce Dickey. My guest here is Brian Scarbrough from Floral Lumber Company, and we're going to talk. We're going to get you to build a house. We're going to build a house. Here, it's coming up here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Do please stick around. See you in a sec.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
My name is Rose. Smoking caused my lung cancer. I was on chemo and radiation. They took part of my lung out, and they put this in me to drain the fluid. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is be careful what you wish for. That chest tube hurt a lot more coming out than it did going in.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate you tuning in this morning. My guest over here, it's Brian Scarbrough. He's from Flora Lumber Company here in Flora. They have been, oh my goodness, how long has Flora Lumber been in business? 1910?
1911.
1911.
Good job, Bruce. Good job.
I was close.
1911.
Was Goose there back in 1911?
I wish I knew all the history of that. But yeah, I'm not for sure that's true, but it's
a good story.
It's been there a long time.
Well, it's been there for years and years and years. A pillar of the community, over 100 years. Congratulations, that's wonderful. We're going to talk about all kinds of different things today. And before we do get started and talking about, we're going to tell you how to go about building a house if you're interested, or maybe trying to determine if it's time. Maybe you need to replace a room or replace a roof or something like that. We're going to talk about that, but Brian just got back from the happiest place in the world. Yeah. And everybody in the world, it seems like, has gone to Disney World, right?
I think so.
You went to Orlando?
Yep.
Okay. Was it your first time together to go there?
This is the first time to take my family and my 3 girls and my wife and all of us. Yep, first time as a family.
Okay, so, how long did you spend down there?
We spent Sunday through Saturday.
Sunday through Saturday.
Yeah.
So you had 7 days.
7 days and 6 days in the park.
Did you see it? Oh my gosh! 6 days in an amusement park. Did you see everything you wanted to see?
I think so. I think we walked 10 to 15 miles a day, and
did you really?
It was hot, and I think we we did the Disney trip right.
All right. How old are the kids?
14, and the twins are 11.
14 and 11 and 11.
Yeah.
So those girls are a little old then. You didn't have to do the breakfast with Snow White and all that kind of stuff, did you?
We did a breakfast with,
Here we go.
with Lilo and Stitch.
Who?
Yeah, I don't. It's,
Who are Lilo and Stitch? I don't know who these people.
And Mickey Mouse was there, and it was quite the thing.
Really?
Yeah.
So
save your money for that.
how much does that cost?
I don't know. A couple $100 to eat breakfast.
Are you serious? But you get what are Lilo and Stitch?
Characters
of some kind.
Yeah, something from
some movie.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch.
I guess so. All right,
yeah.
Lilo and Stitch. That's cool. How's the food?
It was breakfast food. So some scrambled eggs and some bacon and some pineapple ham, because we were having that at Ohana, which is part of the Polynesian resort. So,
okay. So you were staying in the Polynesian?
No. Once again, you save your money if you do that. We stayed at Port Orleans Riverside,
which is more expensive or less expensive? Less expensive. Then
Polynesian is part of the lake that Magic Kingdom sets on. So. This is
an entirely different
Bruce,
country.
You need to take.
I need to
go.
Why should I? Okay. I'll ask you this. We're talking. Now, granted, yesterday was a travel log. We talked about England, but I've been to England, and that was fun. Why in the world would an adult male, man and woman, man and wife, husband and wife, want to go to Disney?
It's because it's iconic. I went when I was a freshman.
Okay.
My parents took my sister and I, and we went along.
These many years ago.
Yes, many years ago, and we went back and we went to a hardware show in February.
Okay.
And I took my wife Kim with me, and we went down to the hardware show in Orlando,
right.
And I surprised her with one day to Magic Kingdom. She had never been. This was the first time.
Okay.
So I took her.
This was this year?
Just this year, February. Yep, during the hardware show.
Nice.
And so I took her, and we went to Magic Kingdom and did all the iconic things. Rode It's a Small World, which is a horrible ride.
It's a terrible
ride. It's a terrible ride. It's a small world over and over and over.
What a nightmare.
Creepy, but we did it.
It's creepy.
We did it. We rode it. We went and rode around in the boat and did the thing, and then. We're beach people. We like to go to the beach for vacation.
Sure.
So we went to Disney for one day and decided to book it and take the girls.
Oh, well, the girls needed to go.
They needed to go one time.
Are you ever going to take them again?
I don't know. The Star Wars opens up. The extra part of Hollywood Studios opens up in 2019.
You're a big Star Wars guy.
Yeah. I've got my Stormtrooper Mickey Mouse shirt on. So honestly.
I'm glad you dressed up for the show,
dressed
Brian.
up for the show.
Well, see, that's really cool. Did you go to Epcot or
we did? We did Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, and then went back on Friday to Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom. Park hopped that day.
Animal Kingdom, is that like
Animal Kingdom is their one of the newer parks. It's
Busch Gardens type of thing.
Well, they've got a roller coaster. Yeah, they got the safari you drive through and see the animals, and they've got a whole world of from the movie Avatar.
Right.
The Pandora area.
Yeah.
And you could do Flight of Passage, which I wanted to throw up after we rode that. So the rest of my family loved it. It was a great ride. I'd say it's a top 5 on my list of all time.
It's a roller coaster, apparently.
No, it's a virtual. You get put in a thing that's like a motorcycle. It hooks on your legs and on your back, and you sit in it, and they put the 3D 4D glasses on, and the screen opens up in front of you, and you're riding on the back of a Banshee from the movie Avatar.
The Banshees are those big flying dragon type of things. And you can feel it breathing underneath you. And as you dive, the wind's in your hair. To which my wife says, if you start to feel sick, close your eyes. That is a lie. That's a lie. When you're already going down and the wind's in your hair and you close your eyes, you're still falling till that breeze stops. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. But it was amazing. Really?
It really was.
Well, see, that sounds pretty cool.
It is. It's amazing.
That sounds pretty cool for the minute and a half or 2 minutes that ride. Was it worth the entire week down there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that right? No kidding.
Now, I know there's people that take their family and they go every year.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, the
one-time deal,
finding something new.
Yeah, but it was pretty amazing, and we didn't stop. I mean, lunch ended up at 3 or 4 o'clock every day because we just went. And we walked, and we hit ride after ride after ride, watched the shows, watched the
Did you do
parades.
this fast pass thing and that kind of thing?
Yep. We set those 60 days before we went, because since we were staying on site, you get the extra time.
I don't have any
to
idea
set
what
your
that
fast
means.
passes. So Pandora, the flight of passage, we had a fast pass.
So you had
walked in, 15 minutes later, we're on the ride.
Appointments for particular times.
Yes, for certain times.
I see. Wow.
It was good, and it's over.
Space Mountain?
We didn't ride Space Mountain.
I didn't know if they still have that.
Oh. They do. They've got it.
How about the Matterhorn? Is that gone?
That seems gone. I don't
That's
remember
probably
seeing
gone.
that.
See, I went to Disneyland back in 1975.
The year I was born.
On that darn note, we'll be back in just a second. We're going to get you we're going to get somebody into a house. That's what we're going to do. I am Bruce Dickey. That is Brian Scarbrough. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Over in Salem, Channel 3. Here in Florida, Louisville, Jeff Sisney on Channel 100 or maybe Channel 25. Take your pick. You'll find us somewhere or the other, and we'll be back here in just a moment. Stick around.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your #1 choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I can serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate you tuning in today. My guest over here is Brian Scarbrough with Flora Lumber Company, and we're going to talk about all kinds of things today. Let's all right. Say I want to build a house. See, I mean, it's a lot of fun, I suppose, when you get somebody who comes in saying, "Hey, let's build a house."
Yeah, absolutely.
If somebody says, I'm thinking about it, what would they need to do? What is the process that someone needs to go through if they're thinking about moving, building a house? Where does one start? I wouldn't have any idea where to start.
Well, I guess somebody's going to have to start with, figuring out where they're going to build. Whether they're going to stay in town or go build out of town or find their lot. And
you've built a house. You've built your own house.
Yeah.
You've built two of your own.
Absolutely.
What's the first thing you thought? What's the first thing you did when you were trying to think about it?
We drove around trying to figure out where we wanted to build and how close we wanted to be to Flora or in Flora or whatever. We finally,
towards Xenia for her family.
Yeah, the first time we built right out here behind Charlie Brown Park and decided that was going to be a good location and then we just started the building process, which was getting the financing all handled.
Is that the first thing somebody needs to do? Is at some point in the early going, you have to get your financing started. But the bankers are they're pretty helpful, aren't they? Maybe showing you where lots you may not know about are available, that kind of thing.
Right, and they know some, and then also it's they're going to want some type of plan.
Yeah,
you're going to have to get together, either find a plan on the internet. A lot of people will buy home plans and find something they like, and we don't do any real drawing in house. We got a guy that we use that'll draw up. You can meet with, and he can tweak some things and get things more suitable to what you're wanting. Mm-hmm. And then,
but you have access to plans. I mean, to get folks started.
Absolutely, access to all type of plans.
Really.
Yeah.
What's the biggest house you think that you've ever built from scratch?
As far as for somebody?
Yeah.
I don't know. We've had some
square footage.
I mean, the one we built was 4,300.
That's pretty big.
It was pretty big. Now, that included that was with basement.
Yeah, that's still pretty big.
And there was 1,000 square foot in the garage.
Yeah.
On top of that, so it was a pretty big house. But I have a buddy who at the same time was building one right at the same square footage. So that 4,000 or 5,000 square foot range is getting up there.
That's getting up there.
Yeah,
that's pretty big. I mean, your average size house in Flora is probably 1,800 square feet, probably.
Yeah, I would say it's probably about right.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. So I've picked out a place, right?
Right.
All right. I've got myself a spot. I've gone to a bank because I don't have the amount of money that I'll need, but I've gone to a bank and I've gotten assurances. Okay. Presumably.
All right.
I've got my financing set up. Okay. And have I already come to you at this point, or have I already started the process with you?
Yeah.
Presumably so, right?
Yeah, we've had kind of both ways. Some people come in get an idea, get some plans started, talk about building a house. And then we have some that's, already been to the bank and they've decided they're going to get some stuff done and this is what they have, or this is what they want to spend.
Yeah, that's fascinating to me. What's the fastest you've built one then? I mean, if somebody comes in with knowledge, they know exactly what they want to do, and start to finish, they start the bulldozers into the ground until they're putting the last plate for a light switch.
Right.
What's the fastest you think you've ever done one? 2 months?
I'd say in that range, 2 to 3 months.
Yeah. Whereas some folks take a little longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It all depends on,
And that's fine. It's cool.
It's a different day. Back when I first started, or when Dad first started 53 years ago at the lumberyard, it was you hired your contractor, and the contractor pretty much just took care of things. You had him, he would get you with the guys at the lumberyard, and you'd pick out your doorknobs and all the stuff that went with it. Things. And then they just went. And everything was ready to go, and they just built a house. And
it's not like that anymore, really, is it?
Well, then if you were picking out the doorknob color, it was going to be brass or antique brass.
Right.
There wasn't a lot of options, or it was commercial stainless steel, but we didn't have oil rub bronze and all those things. So there's a lot more options. It takes things.
It takes a little bit more time. That's the thing. Floral lumber, you folks and the local lumber yards at different towns, they can find these things for folks too. I mean, it's not something where people just go on the internet and find they can find a color, tell you about it, because it's your choice of your building.
Right.
And you can find a choice for everybody.
Right. I remember somebody in your family actually got a hold of me, and we ended up getting black switches and black switch plate covers.
I can't tell you who that could be.
Bet because she was having trouble finding them.
Yeah.
And that's okay. We don't mind doing the digging.
See, now that's cool. That's what a lot of people don't. In this day and age, do a lot of people recognize the service provided by local lumber dealers?
I think some of that's kind of went away.
Yeah,
I really do. A lot of times people want to drive and take a look.
Yeah, sure.
Somewhere, because being a smaller lumberyard, I don't have the room to have 10 different bathtubs.
That's right.
Sitting there. I have to work on books and websites and things to show people.
Right.
A lot of people want to go, touch and feel and see and, look at the 15 toilets they have an option to buy, and that's.
Okay, so we're in the building process. We've got the funding. We're talking to you about making our choices.
Mm-hmm.
Have you even started? Has anybody started digging a foundation yet? At this point, we're not to that point yet, are we?
Yeah, once you've got a contractor
in the best possible world, you're not to that point yet.
No.
Because you'd like in the best possible world, would you like to have all that stuff kind of set up beforehand before you even take a spade to dirt?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the best option. When you build it yourself, those options are out the window. You kind of go and see. And when I built my first place, it was kind of new to me. I've helped with lots of things over the years, but I was going to learn as I went.
Right.
That's essentially what was going to happen. But yeah, I think it's best if you would get kind of all the ducks in a row and get things ready to go. You're going to make changes. When you're building, you're not going to have it all set.
Nothing is set in stone on paper. Is it?
Not very often.
It's not set in stone until it's set in stone.
Right. Yeah, you build that bathroom size that you want. You think this is exactly what I want, and then you walk in it, and then you start measuring things out and realize, okay, well now I can't have.
I didn't leave enough room for
that jacuzzi tub. I didn't leave enough. It's hard to figure all that from a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Okay,
so we've got all our ducks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And you are working with contractors who are now putting the building up, aren't you?
Yeah. Once everything is set and the carpenter has their contract set, then we can come in and then it's the same thing. Homeowners will come back in and they can talk to us and we'll kind of help them through picking through stuff and making sure what they're getting fits and it makes sense. And so.
It's it can be a bit of a do some people handle the whole process better than others is what my question is. I was about to say it can be kind of a tense process. Some people deal with the whole thing a little bit better than others, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. I think that just goes across the board. You're going to have some people that are just going to love it all.
Kind of individual, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I can tell you, and the honesty is, there's nights that I went out to the new house when I was building the one behind the park, and I sat down in the chair in the middle of the room, and nobody was out there, and I just bawled. So
you're a professional.
So that honest truth is, there's a point where you are just overwhelmed.
Is that right?
Now, when you have somebody building it for you, that keeps a lot of that extra stress off. But when you're doing
but folks need to understand that the process can be as stressful as they make it, right?
Right. Well, and I hear over and over from people who come in the lumberyard, the very first thing they'll say is, "Well, I've been told if you can live through building a house, then your marriage can live through anything." You know, that's kind of the way they look at it. Like, well, if we can build a new house, then we can do anything after that as a couple.
Oh, so, that's cool.
But it is, because it's not that easy.
It's not that easy, but it's doable, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's Brian Scarbrough. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We're going to get to finishing the house when we return. You're watching again here on Wabash Catch TV. We'll be back to talk a little bit more with Brian Scarbrough when we return. Do please stick around. Back in a sec.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
My name is Brett, and I used to smoke. I quit, but not until I got a serious gum disease. My tip to you is, your smile says a lot about you. What does this say?
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
disagreements and that kind of thing. Good morning again. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm Bruce Dickey. This is Brian Scarbrough, son of Lane and Charlesy down at Flora Lumber. And we're talking about, we're building a house. And you were just telling me a story. And I'm going to ask you to tell this story again. It occasionally causes, you said if a marriage can survive a house build, it can survive anything. Right. Give me that story you just were telling.
Well, I walked down the office one day, and
you had
some customers
that were building a home
front, right? And they were in the front, and a friend of mine who was working there then was up front, and the husband and wife were, let's say, arguing. Arguing.
All right, let's
loudly.
Let's say they're arguing, maybe loudly.
And this is all over a color of their countertops.
I was going to say, how wild will people get about particular colors? I mean, in their own families.
Yeah, it can escalate.
It can escalate. Yeah. All right, it can escalate.
So there was an argument going on.
All right,
and,
they're
fighting. They're fighting.
They're fussing
They're fighting over.
Are they fussing or are they fighting?
No, we're to the point of fighting.
It's fighting.
Yeah, we're at the point words are being.
Oh,
yeah, it's bad, and it's in there the office, or it's up there in the front, and so finally, a buddy of mine literally looks at the couple and says, "Hey, hold on a minute, can I ask a question?" Of course, I'm thinking, "Oh, great, he's going to get punched. That's going to happen. This is not going to work out." But he looks straight at both of them. He says, "So, which one of you do most of the cooking?" And have to be honest, the husband said, "She does." Stormed out the front. He leaves.
The husband knew who just won the argument.
He leaves, and she picks her color, and we end up selling the countertops. Now, that it was a little dicey.
That could get dicey. Well, okay, all right. Say we've built this house. We're through it. We're having a ball. We're thinking about the housewarming party. We've already bought the kegs and all that kind of stuff. The wine cellar is filled. We're ready for the housewarming party. Before we get rid of the contractors and you guys, is there any last tips that folks should look at?
Well, I think that's just between them and whoever their contractor or carpenter is.
Right.
Just going through all the punch list at the end. There's always a punch list. There's going to be times that as an owner, as a homeowner, you're going to go in and say, "Hey, I'm not really happy with the way this trim's put on, or right here."
Right.
And there are some things that you might find that's something that's actually for both of you,
right?
The contractor and the homeowner. You definitely want to go through and do the punch list. Find the things that you're not happy with, because the last thing you want to do is come back 5 years from now and be talking about somebody. And
well, that's also the last thing the contractor wants.
Yeah, absolutely.
They want it right too. They want you happy.
Yeah, they want you happy, and they want to make sure that their name is good after that.
That's right.
And you don't want the coming back and saying, "Well, this hasn't been right for 5 years."
Yeah, how come you didn't fix this 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know about it.
Yeah, you've got to keep the communication going.
Well,
that's just part of the building house.
That makes some sense. That makes a ton of sense. Now, okay, so if somebody is interested, like in getting a hold of, you guys have Facebook presence or what? How does
we do have a Facebook page that Mark Luzatter's been starting to work on and help us through, because just having somebody who can do that. So he's working on that right now and trying to get those things updated. But yeah, if you'd stop in right in Flora Lumber, we can do anything.
That's the key. That's what a lot of people think. They think, oh, we can go up to the big box store and they can do they're doing all this stuff. You can do everything they can do pretty much, can't you?
Yeah, I know everybody looks at it. It's Flora Lumber Company. It's that name. Oh, well, I'll go get my 2x4s there, or get my 1x4s there.
Right.
But they don't think about the fact that we can do kitchen cabinets, and we can do countertops, and we can do interior doors, exterior doors, and windows, and and all those things.
Before I get off the subject, because we're going to talk a little bit of fishing later here in a second, but before I get out of that, we've had a lot of storms blowing through the area here recently. At what point does somebody, when they're looking at their roof or looking at their siding, at what point do they need to contact you or contact their manufacturer or contact their insurance agent? What do you need to see? What makes you think? What do you see that makes you need to contact?
Well,
somebody?
when you're talking roofs, I tell you what, there's a lot of things. A lot of people want to get up and they say they go clean their gutters. The very first thing they look like, oh, there's a lot of granules in here.
Yeah.
Well, which from our side of the business, we understand that there's going to be granules on those shingles. You're going to lose anyway.
All shingles
are going to lose that.
All shingles lose granules.
Yeah, you're going to have that. So you might feel like there's a lot there, but that's a pretty common thing. But if you look up there and the shingles are curling, they're coming up on the end, or you've got a hump in the roof, or you've got any of those things that where you're actually starting to see where the granules are gone, and you guys, it looks like what's just felt, like the old black felt left. Then you've got a problem, and there's some things you need to look at. If it's a manufacturer warranty, we try to impress on people. Listen, no matter what we sell, we will stand behind it as much as we can. We'll stand behind helping you, giving you information. Sometimes in the warranty world, I can't contact them.
Yeah.
And I think people really need to know that sometimes they have to make the phone call.
Sometimes that's right, and that's what folks don't really, because the manufacturers, they want to deal with the homeowner.
Yeah, it's changed. Used to we could do a lot of that.
Right.
We could make the phone calls. We can get the ball rolling. I just went through one that was a roof that possibly is a warranty issue. It took some time. I made the phone calls. I finally got a packet brought in, but it took a long time to get all that stuff done. Sometimes it's just, if they make the phone call, the manufacturer will work a lot quicker.
So I guess if someone makes the phone call to the manufacturer, the point is, be patient, but also be persistent. I would
absolutely.
think. Be persistent, because these manufacturers, they go through this. You do become. This is how they want to do things, and they're the ones who are who are doing the refunding and the rebuilding.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's where you become a number.
Yeah,
because that's what they give you a number for a reason.
A number with you. Yeah,
yeah, because there's.
I saw, by the way, in that storm of the first of the month, or the end of November, or the end of May, 1st of June. I can't believe you haven't gotten a call, or maybe somebody's gotten a call, but I haven't seen work being done. I saw a roof, a metal roof that was up about 10 feet. Up off of this roof,
right.
And I was just kind of, all right, well, that's going to go away. That's flying away, and it didn't go. It landed back right in spot. But I'm assuming that at some point they're going to have a problem.
Right. Yeah, I would say so. I mean,
and you're probably running into some of that right now, with all those storms. That's Brian Scarbrough. I'm Bruce Dickey. We're going to talk a little bit about. A little bit about fishing. Well, you want to talk? You want to talk fishing?
We should probably talk about fishing.
We should probably talk a little bit about bass fishing. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, Channel 3 over in Salem, Channel 100 here in Flora, or Channel 25. Also Louisville, Jeff Sisney, and Salem's 3, like I already said. Misspeak. That happens. And we'll be right back after these. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area, with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics, located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City, Allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am Bruce Dickey. My guest today is Brian Scarbrough from Flora Lumber Company. We've been talking about all kinds of things, how to build a house, how to when to maybe think about your roof having issues, all kinds of different things. Now, most importantly, probably, and I didn't know about this, and I don't know who the coach is or anything like that. Flora has a bass fishing team. How in the world does this work? IHSA I knew had bass fishing, but Florida doesn't really have a big enough lake anywhere, does it?
Well, I'm new at this part of it. Okay. Not new to the lakes, but new to the part of the
Where's
bass
the
fishing club.
What's the home lake for Flora? Sandell?
Well, we fish. There's 9 tournaments. If I miss
Dolan, I guess
here, we fish Samdale, Johnsonville.
Okay.
Forbes.
All right.
The Newton, East Fork and Olney, Bora in Olney. Is one.
They don't fish.
Those will be the
Gaskins
main
Lake out here.
Mm-hmm. No, so those are the main ones. You know, Forbes and Samdale, Newton,
okay,
East Fork and Bora.
Okay,
and they'll fish the 9. I think it's 9 tournaments. We missed the first one because we were at the magical land of Disney. So we that's where
they don't want you. They don't want you dropping a line down there at Disney.
You know, actually, you can actually hire and go on guided bass fishing trips on the lake around Magic Kingdom.
Oh, good grief!
Yeah, my wife would let me.
Honestly, I'm shocked by that.
Yeah.
How'd that not happen?
It's something about you fish all the time. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's what I got.
You don't need to check out. You don't need to check out
money on that.
Lake Disney for see what the bass look like.
But no, Kaylee, she'll have her first. She's going to be involved in her first tournament this Saturday.
Really?
At Samdale, and there's several kids on the team on the bass club, and and they fish in teams on the boat.
So there are teams of 2, right?
Yep, teams of 2. I am sharing responsibility with Corey Daters. He's his
boy?
JC. No, JC Bradham. Girl.
Okay, sorry.
We get girl boat.
All right.
and my daughter are teammates, so we're sharing the coaching part.
The IHSA doesn't separate boys bass fishing and girls bass fishing, do they?
Right.
No.
Yeah, there's two girls teams.
Okay.
But and then there's a lot of kids involved. It's a really, I think it's going to be a really neat experience.
So how's it work when you go for these tournaments? Are you fishing for several hours at a time, or we
have to be there. The tournament starts at 5 in the morning.
Really?
Most of them. There are some couple afternoon tournaments, but 5 in the morning.
It's too hot in the afternoon.
So it's early.
Yeah.
Got to be there early, and then they start. And I think it's most of them are 6-hour tournaments.
Oh,
so
really?
You're done.
So you're basically catching and keeping, and then releasing at the end, I guess, or how's that work?
Yeah, I think they do a weigh-in. And like I said, I'm fairly new. I didn't get to do the last tournament after you're gone, but this will be my first one. And but yeah, they have a weigh-in and all of that thing. Then they post the scores and then they get points. They accumulate points as they go.
Points now over the course of the season.
And the points are part of the IHSA part, yeah. Which at the end, then if the team has so many points, then they would advance to regionals, which I think are in. It looks like May. So like the last tournament we have is in November.
So it's it's a long season, June all the way into November.
And then the regionals wouldn't be until the next May. Yeah. So
do kids that play, and they could still play in their own sport, other sports? I mean, there's football players and stuff on the bass fishing team.
Yeah,
right?
I would say that you could do almost anything. Most
I've never
Saturday
seen
and Sunday tournaments.
I've seen pictures on IHSA.org of the bass fishing winners, and I just never really knew enough about how they how that whole thing works.
Facebook page, Florida High School Bass Club.
Do you do any practicing?
Kaylee, we went last night.
Really?
Went to Sam Dale and putted around and just tied on lures and tied on, just tried a lot of different things to kind of get her acclimated into all those things. We go to Newton a lot.
You're looking for the most effective lure, or
right? What's hitting? Yeah, what bass are going to hit at that point in time, and whether the lake's murky or whether it's clear or whether the temperature in the lake's hot or cold, or there's a lot of things to look at.
Really?
It's amazing.
I got it. Of course, I haven't been fishing. I've only been fishing once in the last 40 years.
Right.
And it wasn't bass fishing. So, I mean,
yeah, we're tuna fishing or something, right? In the ocean. You were like tuna fishing.
I caught a tuna.
Yeah.
I caught a tuna.
You didn't catch that at Sam Dale.
No. Yeah. I caught a tuna in the ocean. I guess it's something that you guys can do together, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that how you got into that? What made her decide to get into it?
Well, we fish a lot.
Yeah.
I want to say I don't know exactly how many days we were on the water last summer, but it was a bunch, and there was a lot of full days, like from sun up to sundown. We stay on the lake all day, and I take all 3 of my girls. Sometimes most of the time I take one at a time.
It's a great way to spend time.
And then we go out and we'll spend hours and hours on the lake.
When they're on the boat, when they're in the middle of a tournament, are you on the boat or is the other parent on the boat?
Yeah, no, I mean whichever one of us has a coach, coach or sponsor. I do think it's awesome that for the most part, all the guys, not every kid owns a boat. So what I think is awesome is these are sponsors. These are people who have a boat and say, hey, I'll sponsor, be a coach. And then, and don't get me wrong, like we have a boat that we're using, so Kaylee and JC will always be on my boat,
right?
But there are kids that don't have a boat, so they'll have a sponsor, and that'll be their person. I mean, that'll be the person that takes them out every time.
That's great.
So it's just all volunteer.
That's a lot of fun. Are you having to? Well, I guess you've had a good time. You're looking forward to this.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be a good time?
Oh, it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
That's great. More power to you, man. Have fun with that.
I'm going to.
That's great. That's Brian Scarbrough. I caught my throat. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thanks so much for coming on.
Hey, you're welcome, Bruce.
That's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll talk to y'all real soon. Go out, have yourself a great day.